going on. You know what's going down. You know what's going down. All right.
Bam! Coming to you live from Charlotte, North Carolina, USA.
USA in the house, man. Come on.
USA in the house. Yeah. CLTFC Fan TV for the fans, by the fans. Damn it. And as always, I got my partner on the left, Lee, and I'm JT. Lee's old school, biggest soccer fan you can find anywhere else. I'm new school, Ray. Carolina, don't quite know what's going on so much, but know enough to ask some good questions. And I almost got it right, Jorge. And there's our boy Jorge down on the left. Top Ben, not Jorge. Top Ben Gonzalez. Holding shit down, man. Doing like you know how to do it. And what is this? We got some sort of. I'm looking like below me. I'm like, I knew what it was. And Lee told me what was happening. And right before we got on, I was like, okay, Adam's gonna be able. Adam has hooked us up with all sorts of great artistic works to give away of different players and stuff. And Adam said, listen, tonight I want y'all to see the process. And also, as we're talking soccer, football, Adam's gonna jump in when he wants to. But Adam's going to do something live. I love it, man. This is like new media. New media. New media. Let's do it.
That's it. That's it. So, Adam, man, real quick, man, what are you going to be painting tonight?
Let's let it unfold. Is that cool? Can we let folks enjoy it? But if it's cool, I'm gonna let y'all get started. I'm gonna start laying it down. I'm right. I'm like a wannabe Bob Ross. If y'all are cool with that.
Yeah, man, we're doing that. So.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man. So tonight, thanks to Adam, we're going to be giving away a picture of a guy that likes to score all the time. That'd be Andre. So to enter this, this is what we're giving away tonight. But not only is this man scoring like on the pitch, apparently he's scoring off the pitch too.
What?
So, look, man. So there's our boy Andre on Tinder.
Oh, snap.
James, why you put him out like that?
Hey, listen, I'm a married man, but Andre made stuff. Seeing that picture, what?
Yeah. So in order to enter tonight's competition, the entry is #Tinder. So put that in the chats,
Tinder,
and that will get you entered for tonight's giveaway. So yeah, man. So let's get right into it, man. You know, Andre, if you're watching, buddy, we're just giving you a hard time. And we love you. Keep scoring for us on the pitch at least. So, yes.
We'll score everywhere. Whatever. Just keep scoring would be the basic idea.
That would be it. That would be it. Yeah, so we got a couple of winners from last week. And, you know, like you said, if you haven't seen Adam's work, man, at least at the tailgates, you should go check him out, man, and check out his booth and that kind of stuff. So, all right, man. So we'll just kick it off, man. Let's start talking about Nashville. What a game. What a performance. That was the best I've seen us play yet, man. What do you think, Jorge?
Yeah, man. I think, first of all, the atmosphere at the bank was electrifying. We had, I guess this is our second biggest record after the home opener, 36,000 plus people. And, I mean, it was a spectacular game, bro. Everybody had a great game. I mean, Quinn's second start, in my opinion, he didn't disappoint. Covered so much ground, such a good connector for a lot of players. I mean, Brant as well, man. The amount of distance that Brant covers is ridiculous.
Brant's killing it,
well. Yordi Reyna with those freaking dimes of passes he was given. I mean, it was one of the best performances. Ben Bender came in and didn't disappoint as well. Was able to find that space, create 2 assists, and Andre as well coming off the bench and scoring again, man. So very exciting win. I mean, it was our most dominant performance, and it's Nashville's biggest loss too. In what, like 160 games, something crazy.
Yeah, so one of their fans we interviewed for the fan reactions. If you hadn't seen that, we dropped that yesterday. They mentioned that, and
since the USL days, it's their worst loss even before their MLS team.
Yeah. So before we get too far in this, we want to give a shout out to the shipping department. We love the shipping department on this show, and we are nothing but thanks and love to the shipping department. So we love you, shipping department.
All right, Morgan, you can log off now.
Yeah, that's right. That's what she does, right? She comes in, says hello, and then bounces. It's just yeah, look, see, and oh, look at Michael's new picture. Anyways,
oh, it's so sweet.
So like you were saying, Jorge, man, Brant had a solid game. And my man in the match though was Sergio. Man, like I think if Brant had scored, I think I would have given it to him. But overall, I think Sergio and Brant, man, they're killing it, man. They're killing it, and Brant for sure is doing a solid job and is definitely going. He's not getting enough credit, I don't think, man. You know what I mean? I don't think the man is getting exactly what he wants or what he deserves. And Nashville 4-1, we beat them, and there was something though that I found out about Nashville.
Whatever. What are you saying about Paris? All right, 4-1. Were you expecting that result tonight?
I mean, Nashville might be good for bachelorette parties, but shit at soccer.
Hey, so we just had a.
That is what we learned about Nashville. Apparently, they have great bachelorette parties, but they're shit at soccer. And I think, Jorge, did you post something earlier today, man, about? Well, there was something. I forget. I don't know if that was.
I can't wait to see what it is. Hold on, everyone, just time out. I know it's a setup between Jorge and Lee, and I have no idea what's coming next. Let me just sit back and enjoy this.
Yeah, I'm going to let that go because I may have made that up in my head. When can we get a Lee picture, Adam? That's what they're asking, man. We're here for the fans.
I have one in my nightstand that he signed. If you guys.
Oh, there you go. I'll pin it up.
Yeah.
Hey, he signed it with a glitter pen.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and you're right, man. She is not wrong. They definitely. But yeah, let's talk about the game, right? We came out. It was, the penalty kind of got us going. When I started the beer shower party, we went up 2-1, I think 2-0. They got a penalty, and then man, it just from there it was just like we just opened it up, man. It definitely opened up.
Yeah,
so
honestly, though, there's been games this season where like a couple of things haven't gone our way, and I think this game was quite the opposite. You remember that miss from Zimmerman right at the beginning where he flew it off, like it went way wide. He was by himself first half, and then I think they hit the post once, maybe twice. So there was definitely moments in that game where Nashville could have capitalized, and I think luck went our way this time. So,
well, we were long overdue, though, right? I mean, the only thing I think I could pick the team apart about, or there was just like one or two sloppy passes. One definitely for Kalina that could have been crucial. But overall, man, that was the best performance I've seen us play yet.
And just to jump in real quick, but the basic thing I've heard over and over and over and over from fans that we talk to after games and on these shows and everything is attack, more shots. And guess what? They brought it, especially at the end. And then again, I mean, Shineshiki's goal outside the box. I mean, that's like a laser. But and then the opposite kind of style, from what I understand, with Bender doing that perfect little pass, and Sergio's like ding. It was like just so quick. I mean, on the scale of shots and the big shot from outside the box, and then the perfect pass right in just off your your heel or whatever, your ankle into the goal. I love it. It's like get it on the goal, get it on the goal, get it on the goal.
It was good to see Carroll score again too, right? I mean, I think
that in a hitter. Think about it that way.
Yeah,
a penalty, not a penalty kick, right, Lee? Never say penalty kick.
Never say or PK.
Yeah, never say PK, never say penalty kick. Lee taught me that 3 years ago in a very, very, very painful way. Nonetheless, that's why I remember to this day. But penalty, hitter, sweet pass in, whatever you would call that, and then a crazy shot outside the box. I love it. It's like scoring on all angles.
Yeah. I think they had like 20 shots on goal, man, if I'm not mistaken, too, right? Nashville did. And, we're thankful for Kalina, but yeah, again, he had that one or two at the back. I was like, oh, and doing it like Farmers Only. I'm appreciating all these people, man, that are putting up these dating apps, by the way, man.
Farmers Only.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I don't know, man. It's penalties.
Johnny, it's some old school highbrow England, whatever other people. For me, I'd always call it a PK or a penalty kick. That's what my coach called it in high school. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's when it goes to these other folks who know much more than we do.
Yeah, see, you guys are all right, man. Y'all just trying to help me out and spending all my money on these apps. Anyways, right. so yeah, I mean, Latanzio's been killing it, man. I got a question, Jorge. This man's been doing a pretty good job, right? Latanzio. He's got the team kind of firing on all cylinders. We've been playing some pretty good soccer, but you know, I saw on your show last night you asked if he's earned the job. What if he does such a good job, somebody else comes in for him before we offer him the job?
I don't think that'll happen, bro, to be honest with you.
Tinder, #Tinder.
That's,
you don't
no, I mean, it's a possibility, but I think it's a very unlikely possibility. I mean, if I were him, unless, you know, a big team is coming to knock, or like, you know, a really good team in Europe, it'll be very difficult for him to leave to go to where? Another MLS club? I mean, he's been here since the beginning. He's becoming a fan favorite as well. You know, he's not as animated as Miguel, but we don't need that. We need results. We need a manager that's going to get the best out of these players. And we are, man. We are. So I think I don't see that happening, you know. I do see him going through a good stretch in these next 5 games. And if he gets the points necessary, I think the club are going to start inching more towards, you know, getting a contract ready for him.
Yeah,
for sure. Can I interject a couple of quick things, fellas?
Yeah, go for it, man.
So I had something when you were talking about Kalina, and he's talking about this couple of bad passes that he's had. And it's not just this past match, right? He's had a couple of questionable decision-making moments. But, you know, the reality is I sort of hope that those types of mistakes are the reasons why we'll be able to keep him after this season. If you look at just straight his save percentage and the way he's been out there, you know, he could easily be lured away for probably a whole lot of money. But I'm hoping that these little mistakes, although they can be costly for us, are going to be the reasons why he stays with us for another season or two after this year. And then it's funny, you were talking about Sergio a minute ago. I was talking earlier to someone about Sergio, and I thought to myself, you know, it's so funny, during the beginning of the season, you know, here he is, our first signing, and you know, the expectation would have been that Miggy would have, you know, started him right out of the gate. Here's this guy that's our first signing. He's going to be the pseudo face of the club. At least it seemed that way at the beginning. And then, you know, he barely got anything. And I thought that was really interesting. But I also hearkened back to when he was talking about, before he even got to us, when he was on loan and he was talking about his mental health issues. Makes you wonder if there was a perpetuation of that under Mars, and he had the opportunity now under Latanzio to feel more confident and feel stronger about his play, and that's ultimately what is making him produce where he is now.
Yeah, I mean, it's valid, right? I mean, at some point, I believe, Jorge, you broke that news, right? That there was a possibility that he was going to get loaned out or go back to Spain, right?
Yeah, so there was he had multiple offers to not only Las Palmas, but 2 or 3 other teams that were interested in his services. And so, but based on his answers, based on what how he's been recently, you could tell the guy wants to stay here, wants to be part of this club. I mean, he was the very first signing. You know, that's got to be special. You know, no one else is going to be able to say that they were the first signing for Charlotte FC, you know. And so I hope he continues to thrive here in Charlotte, because I think it benefits him and it benefits us as well, because he's a quality player. So, and like he said it, man, he's got a family here now. He just had a baby here in Charlotte. So, you know, he's becoming more and more rooted in this city.
That's where I would like to jump in. Is like, hold on. He made the move. He decided to do it. Whatever happened with Miguel is what happened with Miguel. And maybe, and just whatever, thinking that there's a possibility that maybe there's less pressure on him because Miguel is not the guy here that he met with and had lunch with in the Canary Islands and who knows what else. But happy wife, happy life. And if his wife and the mother of his child is here, they had a child here, the child is here, he's not trying to jump up and roll out right now, I would guess. And to that point, he's getting some good sleep as much as he can, and it seems like he's getting that great space. So I don't know. I'm loving what Sergio's doing right now, our first player ever. And he was so gracious to us back in the day.
First interview, man. That's what made him put him on the map, man, was him interviewing with us.
Yeah, that's right. They're like, you got to do that. That beat box from JT was so tight. You got to go to Charlotte, man.
That's it, man. I don't know if anybody else does, but man, I find I'm catching myself just watching Adam do his work, man. It's pretty cool. So, and Lee, listen to JT. What you trying to say, Chico, man? When are we gonna get a picture, man? You know, I think you owe me a picture, Chico. So if you haven't got a picture, Chico, get one.
Although I do want to
of JT having La Muerte behind him as an action figure is hilarious.
Well, and I don't know about action figures so much, but nonetheless, that they are in the theme. And Chico, you know, shout out. That I got that the other day for a really good price. I was like, man, I'm not going to call it anything in particular, but anything I find that matches the CLT FC colors around about, I'm picking up, man.
That's funny. Yeah. And yet, I mean, there wasn't an issue per se, right? I think the team just kind of stopped us from coming in during the lightning and all that. But we had fun. We were screaming and yelling in the parking and that kind of stuff. So, yeah. And
testament to the fans, too, because a lot of fans could have gotten sick. Because exactly when they were supposed to open the gates was when it started lightning and stuff. And it was pool rules, which is like you cannot – the lifeguards can't be out there. No one can be out there if it's lightning. So plenty of people ready to go in, like, let us in, get in the concourse, and we'll hang out inside. But right when the storms dropped is when the people working at the stadium were supposed to come out and check tickets or, you know, whatever, get you in. And they can't be out there either. But it was fun. Although the foam fire truck, man, it shut down right before we got there, and the foam was just washing down the street.
Yeah, I missed that. We started walking up to do the Americana stuff, and that's when the rain hit. But yeah, so back to Charlotte FC. Latezio has successfully shown structure and stability in the team. So yeah, I mean, I agree with that, right? I mean, he's definitely allowed the players to play more freely. It was just a good game to watch, man. Again, I tried to find something I wasn't happy about, but other than the pass, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it was just a good game. It was an enjoyable game, and then we scored 2 goals at the end. It soaked my daughter's popcorn. She was really happy about that. And, shout out again to the shipping department for covering it up with the flag and the poncho. We appreciate that. So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't fun trying to get in there for sure. But Jorge,
we got in.
We did get in. So, yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about the Nashville game other than how much fun it was to watch? And
I have one more thing. It's the whole idea of, who are our rivals? Atlanta, obviously. Nashville's close. DC United. But Nashville's in the Western Conference, which is not
well for this season. They'll be back in the East.
Sure. So, and those guys were cool, and whatever. All of the fans have been. Besides, actually, the Atlanta fans are the only ones this whole season who, after the game, really got a little salty, got a little fiery, wanted to talk some shit.
That's because they're Atlanta.
I know. So, as I'm thinking about it, the only rivals I see us having right now and into the future is Atlanta.
I mean, that's a valid point. Anyone that plays at POA is a rival. Fuck it. Yeah, why not? Right, we'll take that.
Not a rival. I mean, listen, we're bringing heat with the fandom. We're bringing heat with the cheering and all that stuff. But when it's a rival, we need to bring like thunder, heat, pounding, all sorts of.
Is there something to be said for the chippiness with the Red Bulls?
Yes, I agree with that too.
That's a good point, Adam, because that was chippiness is a good word for it, because I mean that seemed very physical for whatever reason. Yeah. And before I forget, Adam, please explain to us, for anyone who might have jumped in and for us who are just watching, what's your process of laying down the vinyl on the canvas? Just give us a quick little rundown of what you're doing artistically.
Sure. So this one's a little quick and dirty. You can see some of the pull away here, but essentially what my process is, I take a photograph from wherever. I spend a couple of hours between Photoshop and Illustrator, just depending on where I'm at. Break it down, simplify the picture, break it down into 3 or 4 colors. Background, I usually just kind of go crazy on, try to have some fun with. And then I have a wide bed cutter that will take care of a lot of the heavy lifting of the cutting part. But then subsequently what I have to do is go behind. And if you look, even right here, you can see, you may be able to see ALLY right here on the front of his jersey. So what I have to do is then come in behind it and pull out those sections so that the next layer of paint will go on there. So it's a process that I've kind of been tinkering with for a little while now, and I don't know, results seem to be pretty cool.
So you're exactly using an X-Acto knife, exactly.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly.
So I kind of agree talking about rivalries with Johnny here, right? I mean, the Red Bulls, at least on the pitch, that seems to be our biggest rivalry at this point. I mean, Atlanta's always going to be there. And yeah, I mean, like Pancake says, right? DC fans also hate us, and that's just because they had a 7-0 drubbing this weekend. And
7-0.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean, apparently DC fans didn't either because they still want to talk shit. Anyways,
hey, they're the Wednesday night game. We don't have another home game besides Chelsea until the 30th, and then it's Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. We got 3 home games within 6 days, and that Wednesday home game is the DC game. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yep. And one more thing, Jorge's not feeling too good today, so we should show him some love in the chat, man. Give this man, look at him. Look, he looks down and out, man. Jorge, buddy, I just want to hug you.
He sounds a little rough too, man. I mean,
yeah. But he always looks good. That's all that matters.
If he would just say Jesse Lingard, we could let him go, right?
I mean, we could. But, I mean, McCoon's going back to Miami, according to Jorge.
Well, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. I had that in my notes. So McCoon deleted his social media, anything linked to the Charlotte FC team. That's what I heard. I just heard it through the grapevine earlier today. AKA Mac on WFNZ saying that McCoon has dropped his links to Charlotte FC, pretty much the preceding stuff to get out of here.
You have anything else on that, Jorge?
Yeah, so the latest is that, Inter Miami are interested in him. We don't know. I mean, he's not opposed to a move, but it's at that right now. It's not like Inter Miami have made an offer. It's not like he's forced it to move, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does end up back in Miami. So, right now it's just developing. Like I said, it's really early. It's just one of those things where I catch things really early and they haven't unfolded yet. So I apologize about that. I might just wait and hold this information and wait till they announce things if you guys want me to do that in the future.
Man, we enjoy the bullshit that you put us through, man, with the tags and the eyeballs and all that other stuff, man. So, but yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see what happens. I mean, he posted on his reels or something after you posted your stuff, right? That he was basically told us to chill for the most part. So
yeah, he did.
Yeah. So, anyways,
he didn't do what Sergio did, which was, "Hey, I want to be here."
Well, that's true too. I mean, anyway, yeah. See, like Hub says, give us all the rumors. Anyway, so talking about the Miami game. So we got what? We got Miami Saturday, which JT, we decided we're going to do a watch along, right? We'll have a watch along. So if you guys,
I can finally see it again. I've been out of town. It's such bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So I thought I could see it on the computer anywhere, but going out of town, even if you have it set up, it's still blacks it out. It's a blackout on the service provider if you're not in the certain area code, which I had no idea. So if you're in Northeast North Carolina, like Northeast North Carolina, you cannot watch unless someone can prove me wrong or you pay some money a Charlotte FC game, even if you go through the stream through the website.
That's right.
Sucks.
But yeah, I mean, we got Miami, right? They came up here. We kind of showed them how to play ball. You know, now we're gonna do it on the road. Do you think this is our second road win? I feel like we're gonna handle these boys, man, pretty good. Apparently, I heard somebody predict 7-2 at one point, but I don't know who that was. Boy, you know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
No, I do. Yeah, I think I got a screenshot somewhere. But yeah, I mean, Miami has
no idea. I legitimately have no idea.
Yeah, it's there's a thing going on where we do predictions every week, and Jorge said Miami's going to lose 7-2. So yeah, there's that.
Bro, I don't recall this. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I'll post the screenshot. Give me a second. Let me upload it. But yeah, anyways, right. So sorry, I was just trying to pull up some notes here about Miami, man. So they sit 11th, and they're currently losing 1-0, I guess, right? To who are they playing? Philadelphia, I believe. And it'll be good, right? Another win. We're currently at live table. We're currently sitting in 7th in the table, which still is the playoffs. And yeah, man, we're gonna do nothing but road wins from now on. I mean, it's getting down to crunch time, right? We need these road wins. We gotta win. We've got, like you said, I believe JT 2 or 3 on the road, 2 on the road, and then we come back.
We got 3, but that's what I'm saying. Stack those 3 points. Stack those 3s. But yeah, we have 1 on the road. We got the Chelsea, which is me as a newbie fan. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. It's like, all right, there's the Premier League team coming over here to play a friendly, and they're going to play, but they're not going to play that hard. And it's going to be the B team of Chelsea and.
No, I mean,
it's going to be like a really fancy scrimmage. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I still don't get it.
With the Chelsea game, I believe like Sterling's going to be coming over here. Pulisic's going to be here. That's going to be a strong team, man. So it'll be interesting to see how Charlotte plays and basically what team we put out, right? I mean, do we put out a bunch of starters and hope they don't get hurt, or?
Yeah, so
I think it'll be like the rotations they always do, man. Everybody gets like 30 minutes, you know.
Yeah. Talking about rotations, man, let's talk about McNeil real quick, man. That guy's played 2 games with us and is 2-0. I mean, again, what's that?
Is it a coincidence?
Oh, look at you, man, and those puns. That was very good. It might be. I don't know. And yeah, so Latanzio's putting in players. He's rotating them. Bender comes in off the bench, 2 assists. This team looks solid right now, man. And if we can keep moving, I think we're going to do all right. So what do we need to worry about against Miami, Jorge?
I think we definitely have to be worried about Campana, the Ecuadorian striker. He's done really well this season. And honestly, to me, Miami still remains an anomaly, bro. They'll have a couple good games, and then they disappear. I mean, look at them right now. They're losing to Philadelphia 1-0. So it'll definitely be an interesting game. In my opinion, it's one of those games where you look at it and you're like, we have to get the 3 points no matter what, right? If we want to stay within that playoff contention, I did in my live yesterday, I asked out of the next 5 games, how many points we need to get. And originally I said 9, but I think 12 is very doable, man. We got 3 games at home. We got an accessible game in Miami. And I think Toronto is going to be a more difficult opponent, but I wouldn't be opposed to 4 out of 5 wins in this next home stretch, in this next 5-game stretch.
So you think 12 points is the minimum that we should get?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, I think I posted 11. I think when you asked that question, if we want to be a playoff team, man, like now's the time to step up, right?
Stack the 3s, like stack dollars. It's like now's the time to stack.
Yeah. So, yeah, we need people saying 10 points. I think we need 11, 12 points, I think is our goal. And, and again, that all comes down to the road games, right? I mean, Toronto should be beatable. Miami should be beatable, and then we're back home, right? And so I think one of those games is a Thursday night game or a Wednesday night game too at home. So, you know.
Yeah, it's Wednesday night. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that Wednesday night game is the oh shoot. Gosh darn, who is it? The DC United game.
Yeah, that should be a drubbing for DC United. I mean, they're drawing 0-0 right now and bottom of the league. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But if Columbus, oh man, all these games going on right now. It's you want to Tinder pick again? Okay, just because you asked, right? So again, if you're just tuning in, Adam is giving away a picture of Andre, and this is the picture. So hashtag Tinder. And if you're wondering why we picked hashtag Tinder, is because this guy is scoring on and off the pitch. He's doing better.
Guys, the original too. Hang on. Let me grab
He's
it.
doing much better. He's doing much better than own goal right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. Adam's gonna pull up. There it is. There's the original.
The real deal right there.
Yeah.
Get it close to the camera, Adam. Adam, walk it really close. Let's see a little detail on that.
That's still available. Still available for purchase.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, the loss to Miami would be a huge disappointment. I agree with that 100%. And 5 games, 15 points. I hear you, Eddie.
Jorge, how do you think Colorado's feeling about Shinashiki no longer being a player for them?
They got to be shooting themselves in the foot, man. I mean, the guys come in here 6 goals in 11 matches. You know, if he starts, he's scoring. If he's coming off the bench, he's scoring. I mean, he came in here with, you know, kind of that fire in his eyes to, you know, be a main player, and he's becoming that. I mean, in his press conference last week, he mentioned it himself. It wasn't like Colorado wanted to was pushing for him to leave. He was ready for something new, you know.
Yeah,
and
he want to ask to leave, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys also getting the sensation that he seems to love Charlotte? Like he seems to have like an immediate kinship with the club, with the fans, the whole nine.
Listen, who wouldn't love coming to? I mean, every player that comes into this,
you're right.
Understands
100%.
Like, this is crazy here. I mean, you noticed it this weekend. Like, I was after the 4th goal, the whole crowd yelling "Ole," and you know, I was like, "Yo, this has to be one of the best, if not the best, atmosphere in MLS right now."
Yeah, and
100%.
Was it the Austin folks were giving us credit for that too, right? You know that
not only the Austin, but the Nashville fans too. Was
it Nashville? One of them was saying we were better than Atlanta, and there was another team, right? Yeah. So, but the Nashville fans were super legit, man. Everybody we met throughout the weekend was super cool.
But just on the point of Shinashiki too, is with all that, all the stats and coming in, chip on his shoulder, he's also humble. And coming in, he's not even starting. He's like, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to blast some shit. And he's not like, oh, man, I need to be starting already. Maybe he will start and start again, whatever. But the thing is, coming in and then still doing what he does.
Yeah, that's right. Both Nashville and Austin said we were allowed in Atlanta. Yeah, and so just to kind of stop this, Orange Goats, man, Lingard is going to be signing for somebody at some point in the near future. That's all I know. Not saying Charlotte. I mean, he could stay in England. He could be in Italy, Belgium, wherever. Or hey, man, I feel bad for you that you don't feel good, man.
Oh, I feel amazing right now. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. All right.
2 shots of NyQuil right before the show. He's like, listen, give me till about 9:45, and then I'm starting to go down quick.
Yeah. You know, this
right now, David, he's peaking, Lee. He's peaking.
He's peaking. He's crashing out. Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, and Charlotte is lit. Of course it is. Yeah, All-Star game. This is appreciate you bringing this up, Kyle. Man, the All-Star votes, man. How disappointing was it not to see not one Charlotte player, man? I mean, you can name Caruso, Kalina, Bronico. I mean, I don't know, man. I was a little upset. And I mean, I get why Walks wasn't in there, even though, go ahead, JT.
I just want to interject. That's bullshit.
Yeah. And you need some lean, Yeti. Well, not Yeti, but Jorge needs some syrup in his cup.
Yeah, old syrup.
Yeah.
I believe it's pronounced syrup.
Syrup. Yeah, so I mean, Andre Bender, super sub pairing is dangerous, man. What would you guys? like to see Andre start though more, but would you put him on? But if you put him on, who do you take off?
Maybe Osviak and throw him
Yeah.
in as a winger. But honestly, I think it's been working. You can't really knock it. The lineup. We've been competitive in both games. The reality is we should have beat Houston 5-1, 7-1, whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
so,
isn't even making the bench now, man. What's going on with that?
So, I mean, I think that kind of just shows you, in my opinion, the Lattanzio method. He wants players that can do both, that can contribute offensively and contribute defensively. That's why we see a guy like Quinn in there that can do both, covers a lot of ground. That's why, I mean, in my opinion, Vargas is great for going forward, but maybe he hasn't seen enough of him defensively to have him warrant a start or, giving him more time. But you really can't knock it right now because the team is winning. The team is performing.
Well, I mean, even some of the players we talked to, right? They talked about how they did the one-on-one with Lattanzio and how much he's helped their game. And like you just mentioned with Quinn, yeah, it makes everybody amphibious. And that's another inside joke, by the way. So
it makes everyone amphibious, makes them frogs.
I know Jason Parker gets it. We just had a couple of beers before the show, so I'm a little off, and it was just something we were joking about. So
Tia. You're a little off because you had a couple of beers, or you're just a little off in normal?
Yes. That makes me amphibious.
Ribbit.
Anyways, so will Rios get back in the starting 11? I don't know, man. Now we got.
I would have a hard time believing how. Right? I mean, if Swiderski gets back to his scoring ways, I don't know how he gets there.
Yeah, agreed.
It'll be very difficult, I think, for Rios to. I think he'll still get minutes, but also it's going to depend on how Lattanzio wants to play. You saw when he put in Shinyashiki, he switched the lineup to a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2, whatever you want to call it, and had Karol Swiderski and Shinyashiki as his second striker as well. Right. And, when we've played more like that, when we've played maybe a 4-4-2, the second striker has always been Rios. So it would definitely be interesting to see it going forward.
Yeah, and Greg makes a valid point, right? With the stretch of 3 games in 7 days, I'm assuming as well that we're going to rotate that team a bit. So it'll be interesting to see that. And Quinn has just been killing it. I think he's been playing well. He's been making the runs, finding the positioning better. I think it's interesting to see. So
you ain't seen nothing like the mighty Quinn.
All he does is Quinn, no matter what.
Yeah, that's it. Quinn. Look at how these.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I love the fact that Bender is sort of settling into his spot as a play creator, because I think he was there for a minute. He seemed a little lost off the ball, and then I felt like he was trying to get into position. And now, if you look at the past couple of games with all the assists he's been putting out there, I think his passing has been invaluable, whether it's starting or off the bench. I just feel like he's creating plays. And getting the ball inside there, which I think has just been so great for us down the stretch.
And the brilliant thing about him coming in as a sub against Nashville too is, I mean, he's got more of that time. I mean, when Bender has time and space, he's lethal. You saw it with those 2 crosses. He came in when Nashville was a little bit more tired, and so credit to Lattanzio for noticing things like that. I think people have questioned Lattanzio's subs a lot. But in my opinion, outside of the Austin game, it may not be the style where we want to play, but it's the style that he thinks is going to work, and you can't knock it. It's been effective, Against Columbus, the subs were Hagar and Shinyashiki, and I think it was Sobochinski. And there was a pass from Sobochinski to Hagar to Shinyashiki that he ended up missing, but if he would have made that, he would have 1-2-1, right? So, I mean, you can't really knock a lot of the subs that he makes. Has he made a couple a little bit late? Sure. But you know what? Overall, I think he's got a good grip of what he wants to do. And obviously, man, I'm a big fan of Lattanzio now. I don't want to say just yet that I would give him the job, but I'm leaning more towards that, especially with these next 5 games. Let's see what he can actually do.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. The subs this weekend were spot on. Right time in, right subs. I mean, I cannot all around for the whole Charlotte FC, man, it was just a solid performance by everybody on Saturday, other than the weather.
I'm trying to figure out my way to symbolize the gaffer, because I'm always thinking about the hook part. So yeah, the gaffer. One thing I wanted to say about Ben Bender before he even came off the bench to come into the game, when Swiderski scored his goal, and I hope this is a new thing, and I hope they let him keep doing it or whatever. And God bless Carroll for doing it, but to run up to the throne in the supporter section and be up there, guess who was the second person up there? Not someone that was already on the pitch with him. It was Ben Bender with his purple smock or whatever the hell you call it, up there going crazy for him because he loves that shit. So Ben Bender, he can be anywhere he wants to be as much as he can be, and I just love the spirit of him, and I love to see what he's going to turn into.
That's why it's a team sport, right? That's it. So, yeah, if you guys are new to the show and the first time here, we appreciate it if you hit the sub button. That's all we ask, is that you hit the sub button, and we'll keep trying to put out this content that we do. Some weeks are better than others, but here we are. And
why are you downplaying us?
Hey, what are you trying to say?
I know, what the hell is that, Lee?
Whoa, y'all got defensive. Are you trying to say this is a bad week? I'm not.
No, you're the one saying it, man.
I'm just
prefacing it.
Jorge might be sick. You always look pale and short the way your camera's set up.
I feel great.
I might need to drink, a little less beers. But hey, everybody, this is my Friday night. Tomorrow I had the day off. This is my Friday night, so whatever. And Adam's doing his thing. Layers upon layers upon layers upon layers, man.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to my beautiful wife. She's been running the camera all night tonight. So shout out to Amanda.
Yeah, Amanda.
And she helped big time.
Great job, Amanda. We knew.
I know.
It's
just that. Look. I look pale. Damn it. Whatever, man. You know what? That really hurt.
Look. He doesn't look pale. He is pale.
That's because.
Oh, straight up, man.
British joker.
You grew up in a latitude that's not meant for.
It's already bad enough he's a Spurs fan. Let him relax.
Oh Lord, don't get me started.
Said the Liverpool fan that got a 4-0 drubbing, man. So let's just go ahead.
We'll see at the end of this season.
Everybody, it's a hot summer. Calm down. Calm down.
This is a Charlotte show, folks. So hashtag
I'll admit I've been grinding tonight, guys, trying to get this piece knocked out. So I hope it turns out okay. But
it's looking
great. We're almost there.
It's it's interesting.
How many? Bring us back to your process. How many layers is?
So this is actually only 4 layers, minus the background. The background's a layered in among itself. So
right.
So that's time, and then each layer. I used to do more layers than that, but I have figured out that why I've been able to be able to get be able to define what I'm looking to define in a pretty quick manner. So usually about 4 layers, and so you guys can see this gentleman's even in 4 layers, even just removing that, who we're looking at, right?
That's so great. The reduction of it, like seeing you just sit there and pick at it. It's like,
I'm not obviously.
It's looking amazing.
Of who we're working with.
Scoot it down a little bit more.
Yes.
There you go.
There we
go.
Sergio, the man of the match.
Alan Franco.
He deserved it, right? So I try to grab something from the week before. I try to find something from the match.
Nice.
So try to do it right. But it's a lot of fun, and like I said before, I appreciate you guys giving me this opportunity.
Oh, hey, listen, the whole thing is we appreciate starting the family together. And for years and years and years to see what you do with your talent and what we do, bringing people together, whatever it is. This is our team.
Sure.
I'm so stoked. This is just our first year. And
are you a lefty?
I am a lefty. I'm a born and bred southpaw.
Let's go. Me too.
I love it. I'm very proud. I've got 2 beautiful children, and not a damn one of them's left-handed. So I've got to keep it going on myself.
Jorge, man, what can you tell us about Alcifar and Ortez? Are they coming back from Miami?
I'll know that tomorrow. You know.
Do you have any insight on the injury? Is that a tomorrow thing as well? Any injuries that we need to be concerned about? How's Guzman doing?
How's Carujo? Yes.
Yeah, how's Carujo?
50-50 for him to start against Inter Miami. Now, if he trains tomorrow with the full squad, then I say he has a better chance than.
Did you see him training today?
No, I didn't. But yesterday he was training separately from the team.
And that's hammy, is that right, Jorge?
Huh?
That was a hamstring, is that right?
Yeah, so he felt something in his hamstring. Wasn't feeling 100%. So Latanzio said, you know what, let's not risk it. And so he pulled him out.
So what about Melo? What's going on with Melo?
Vinicius Melo, from what I heard, he's very close to getting back to first team training. And so, he's been the first time I saw him in, I don't know, December, he told me he'd be back in a month. You know,
I hate to laugh, but seeing Jorge laugh.
December, it was maybe March or April. I can't even remember now.
Yeah, laughing.
I still don't know if I believe he exists.
I'm not sure. I think that's just a made up.
Hold on. I need you to address this comment by Adam Brady, where he said Liverpool have lost 3 trophies in their last 3 games. Is this man celebrating a Summer League trophy for Man United? How much has Man United fallen for you to be celebrating a trophy like that? You
no, man.
Be a ground Spurs fan.
Long hot summer.
I mean, I just don't get it, man. This is a Charlotte FC thing, man. We can't help that Liverpool lost to Man U 4-0. End of story. You know what else is funny? DC could have put us back in 7th, but they missed the penalty. So DC's falling apart, man.
Yeah. Like, hey, Austin, that's your legend right there, Rooney, letting you down again. Anyways.
All right, so there it is, boys. I'm about to sign it, but that's our Rooney.
Very good.
46 minutes. That's not too bad.
That's not too bad at all.
Do you think that was the fastest time you've ever done one?
Yeah, by far. Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah. I created the stencils obviously last night and got all those ready, but by far the fastest. You can tell some areas where it didn't dry all the way, but hey, maybe we'll call that character.
I love it.
And this guy, typical Arsenal fans. Anyways, so with that being said, right, if you haven't entered the drawing tonight, it's #Tinder. So let's go ahead and put some score predictions in for this weekend.
Hold on, what do they win for the #Tinder?
Oh, let me show you.
The man himself.
Oh, wrong picture. Sorry.
Oh!
This one. This is what we're giving away. Adam has been nice enough to donate this to the show. So if you #Tinder gets you entered. So yeah. So score predictions, man. Drop them in the chat. That's what I'm trying to think of. So JT, what do you think the score is going to be this week?
I always don't want to be a homer, but I also want this winning streak to continue.
You don't?
I do want it to continue. Obviously, I'm really trying. I'm thinking 3-2 us. 3-2 us.
3-2 us. All right.
At Inter Miami.
What's up, Jonathan? 3-2. We got some 3-0s. We got some 2-0s. Another 3-0. Jorge, what do you think? 3-1.
I think Swiderski scores, and I think Andre Shinyashiki scores again, just to stick it to that Miami fan that said we overpaid for him.
Yeah, you know what though? Oh well, you're talking about the Miami
Where's
TV.
He at?
Yeah.
Where's that Ernesto or whatever?
Yeah, where is that one guy? One Miami fan. He kind of just disappeared. He would show up and
you would think he'd show up this week since we're playing Miami.
Right now he's scared.
He jokes about where he is right now, but I'm not.
Last time I heard, he was hanging out with Roscoe.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, him and Evan probably went to go cash out Evan's 401k, right? From Nashville.
I got one word for you: working or on cruise.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a 2-1 for us, Macoon Brace. Yeah, a 2-1 for us for sure, man. I'm going with that. That's my prediction. So, open discussion, man. There's been some comments.
Hold up.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, sorry. I thought you answered. Go ahead, Adam.
He always does that, Adam. He forgot.
It's all good. I'm just busting chops. I was thinking a 3-1 us. I think we've got a chance to make a statement on the road. I think this is an opportunity to get out there, get a couple up early. We'll give up some trash, I think, late in the game, but I think we'll be all right 3-1.
3-1?
Yep, 3-1.
Fair. Yeah, I don't think we're getting a clean sheet. That's for sure. And hold on a second. Andre about to swipe left on Miami. It's great. Yeah. 2-1. All right. So open discussion, and again, hashtag Tinder. Right. How did we find this picture of the Tinder picture of Andre? Jorge sent that to me. So
you putting me out there like
you lie, dude. Lee was on there, and he had a different filter.
You were gonna post it in here. You have no idea how many photos of players I get doing the most random things, and I'm like, y'all, leave these guys alone. Let them have a life, and so.
It just happened to be that we were giving away his picture, so it's just perfect timing, in my opinion.
Yeah, somebody sent it to me.
Yeah. And so, what positions are we targeting in the transfer window? I keep hearing about the number 10, but it doesn't seem to be really deploy traditional 10. That's interesting.
No. Listen, against Austin, it was most evident. What did we lack against Austin? Creativity. Right? Yeah. So this is we had a spell of 2 really good games. Doesn't mean there's going to be teams that are going to be defensively compact, and we're not going to be able to stretch them or create. And so we still need a 10.
Damn. All right. That's how you really feel, Jorge.
I feel great.
I feel like I need more liquids, and I feel like I need to sleep for 12 hours.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, and the thoughts on, we're killing it, right? My concern with this is just, well, not a concern, I guess. I'd be kind of curious to see what happens next season, how our attendance is, right? Once the newness is worn off. But every time we interview people after the game, hold on a second. After we interview people at the game, it's their first game, everybody's stoked, ready to come back. They just love it. And, everybody I talk to outside of all this mess, right, that's been to a game, they too want to go. So, JT,
it's a party. The whole idea for newbie fans like myself is that the clock does not stop. You know exactly how long the game's going to be for the most part, with a little extra time here and there. But that's like 3, 4, 5 minutes at the most. It is what it is. It's no stop and start. It's just go, go, go. And the supporters section and all the supporters groups, and they're going to bring it all. You think the supporters groups are going to leave next year or the year after that? Hell no, man. We're going to be there for the whole time.
I'm talking about more the cheese and wine crowd.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let the cheese and wine crowd eat some cheese and wine somewhere else if they need to. But what I'm telling you, more and more people are moving to Charlotte all the time. More and more young people, and that's where the party's at. And in the summertime, where there's not shit going on in the city, really not much going on, why not? Why would you not go to a party at a good price?
Yeah, man. And
y'all think it was a little bit shady that Seattle's attendance was a round number?
Yeah. Well, I think Nick Kelly even tweeted that last night or something. He mentioned something on that.
I honest to God had this picture in my brain of some guy working for Seattle. They call him, he's high as hell, and they said, "What's your attendance?" And he went, "Nah, I don't know, 35,000." That's kind of the picture that I got in my head from that.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think it matters that much. Honestly, it matters, but in the sense of like really who's doing what. Just show up and see it and be a part of it.
Yeah,
and diversity is the best part too. Everyone's having a great time. It's so awesome.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind this. Every time we score, just spray the crowd with some water. It would be, wash off the beer.
Yeah. I got a close up of one of the sprinklers they always set off on the pitch, and you literally could, as it goes off, as it pops up out of the ground. Someone could just twist it real quick and get it. Oh, that would be legit.
So 1 second here. So last chance to enter for the giveaway, which is hashtag Tinder. I'll give you a couple of 30 seconds to finish add it in there, and then we'll.
Adam.
Up, brother?
I don't know if it's going to work out, but can I please claim what you've done tonight? Since
Absolutely.
you get it on the show, and Sergio was the first player, and to get him to sign it, and
that would be that's an honor, and that would be amazing.
And I would love to have that in my personal collection. I'd be honored to have it. So that'd be
JT,
great.
that's huge, man. Thank you. That would be amazing. It's not my best work, so we'll talk price, but I got you.
Well, at the same time, just 30 years from now, the kids or whoever could look at this video and see you make
right.
it, and then
see it happen.
No old granddad JT. That's where he was at Charlotte FC when they first started. And that's Sergio picture Adam made up there. That's it right there on the wall.
All right.
I love it. I appreciate it, guys.
Well, all right, so let's go. Let's see who's going to be the winner for tonight.
Don't turn this slow.
Johnny Woodward.
Yeah, Johnny.
So, Johnny, you follow us at, man. Reach out to us or reach out to Adam. Adam, how can they find you?
So I didn't know if you noticed this this cleverly placed banner here, but Defend the Queen QC on Instagram and on Facebook, and then Defend the Queen 1 on Twitter. They apparently have a thing against extra characters. If you want to buy prints, you can go to aphillipscreative.square.site, but that link is on all of my social medias. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. That was great, and it was so fun to see you do what you do quickly on the show.
That's rigged, Eddie. It can't be rigged, man. But yeah, with that being said, you guys want to talk about anything else, or we can go ahead and call it a night? It is getting kind of late.
Jorge needs rest. Jorge, please. Vitamin C too, man. Vitamin C, liquids, vitamin C, rest.
And we're currently sitting in 8th, so we're at one place out of. We just need to start winning our games, man. Basically, there's road. Anyways, all right. So with that being said, like I said, if you're new to the show, we appreciate you hit the sub button. Jorge, how can people find you?
You can find me at TopBin90 at all our socials. Real TopBin90 on TikTok, and then our website, topbin90.com. And if you're a little curious, go to Jordi Alcivar's Instagram profile now.
Wow, what's up? What's that?
Let's drop a little nugget.
Yeah. And Adam, go ahead, man. One more time, plug yourself.
Yeah, one more time. Defend the Queen QC on Facebook and Instagram. Defend the Queen 1 on Twitter. And again, thank you guys. What an honor. What a privilege. Thank you so much.
Yeah, anytime.
Our honor and privilege.
And us, we're at COTFC Fan TV all over the place. We actually started putting more content on TikTok too. So if you want to follow us there, you can. Insta, hit the sub button on YouTube for us, and we'll appreciate it. JT, any closing comments, man?
For the fans, by the fans, damn it.